Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into one of the most famous chess battles ever. Adolf Anderssen versus Lionel Kieseritzky, the Immortal game. This legendary game was played on June 21st, 1851, in London, England. Get ready for brilliant tactics, daring sacrifices, and lessons we can enjoy, all while having fun. This game comes from the King's Gambit opening, and we found it to be a great chance to understand this opening better and explore the most famous responses to it. In this game, Black accepted the Gambit, and by the way, this is the best move in this position and the most common choice at the Grandmaster and Master level. This also gives us a good chance to talk about the second most common move, which is the counter Gambit. Personally, I think the best response to this counter Gambit is to play the knight to f3 and leave Black free to choose. If Black takes on e4, you simply capture with the knight, and there's no need to worry about a queen check, because g3 takes care of it. And if Black takes on f4, you capture on d5, once again without worrying about a queen check, because the knight is already covering. Now back to the game. In this position, White has two main responses, either the knight to f3 or the bishop to c4. Most players choose the knight to f3 because it stops a queen check, allows castling, and puts the rook on the open c-file. The bishop to c4 is also a strong move, and it's preferred by Stockfish, but it makes the game very sharp. Here, the bishop on c4 puts pressure on the weak f7 pawn and prevents Black from playing d5. It's almost like White is saying to Black, "Welcome to hell. Go ahead, give me a queen check. I'm willing to give up my right to castle in exchange for a strong, aggressive attack." And that's exactly what happened in the game. And here, Black chooses to play the line known as the Brian counter Gambit. The idea behind this counter Gambit is that Black wants to lure the white bishop to b5. This pulls the bishop away from its pressure on the d5 and f7 squares and brings it to b5, where it can be challenged with c3. In this way, Black is trying to take the initiative and go on the attack, instead of playing a purely defensive position. However, the engine sees this as losing a pawn in exchange for a position that does not give Black much compensation. Because of that, Stockfish evaluates this move as weakening Black's position. Now let's return to the game. Anderssen does capture on b5, but Black does not play c6. Instead, Black plays knight to f6, attacking the e4 pawn, and getting ready to bring another piece into the action. Joining the attack, Anderssen responds with a very classical move in the King's Gambit, knight to f3, attacking the queen. The queen then retreats to its usual square in this opening, h6, keeping an eye on the f4 pawn. The game continues. White defends the e4 pawn, and at the same time brings the bishop into the game. Black responds aggressively, threatening knight to g3, a fork on the king and the rook. White would not be able to recapture with the h-pawn, because it is pinned to the rook by the queen. White answers with knight to h4, creating a threat of knight to f5, aimed at the queen. Black moves the queen out of danger, and at the same time attacks the knight. White plays knight to f5, and finally, Black plays the long-awaited move, c6. From this moment, the game takes a very sharp turn. White decides to sacrifice the bishop in an attempt to trap the queen and threaten the knight. By the way, black cannot capture en passant here. In reality, even though the idea is clever, it wasn't precise. This move was a mistake, either losing the bishop or putting white in danger of checkmate. That's because white overlooked the move g6, which could have completely turned the game upside down, as follows. Black missed this opportunity and did not see g6. Instead, black played knight to f6, moving it away from the pawn attack. White then began executing the queen trap plan, first sacrificing the bishop, then bringing the rook to g1 to protect g4, followed by h4, h5, and queen to f3, preparing to capture the bishop on e4 and completely trap the queen. But black was aware of this plan. Black plays knight to g8 to clear the way for the queen to escape. At this moment, Anderssen plays his immortal move, bishop to d3. If black captures the bishop, white will respond with knight check. The king then has only two options, either f8 or d8. If black moved king to d8, and if black moves the king to f8, it's checkmate in 1. In the game, black captured the rook on g1, and Anderssen finished this immortal game in this brilliant way. And there you have it, a game full of daring sacrifices, clever tricks, and unforgettable moments. The Immortal game reminds us that chess is not just about winning, it's about creativity, courage, and having fun on the board. So next time you play, don't be afraid to take a risk, and maybe, just maybe, you'll create your own little slice of immortality. Chess pawn, keep playing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep enjoying the game. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the upcoming videos. Bye for now.